How hard would it be to shop secondhand all year round? Replacing items can sometimes be a bit of a puzzle, and the first part of the puzzle is finding something within your price range. That's where buying secondhand can be a solution for many of us. Luckily for me, I fell out of love with fast fashion quite a few years ago and very rarely buy clothes. But because so many people still let their overspending on cheap clothes go straight to landfill, Oxfam usually run a campaign called Secondhand September every year, encouraging us to buy secondhand clothes instead during that month. I'll share in a bit whether you can take this a step further in every direction, and some questions to ask yourself to keep your spending in check if you are an impulse buyer. But first, I've borrowed some wizardry pokery again, so that you can find out more about how Secondhand September works, so that you can decide if this is something that you would want to do, and if you'd want to do it at any other time of the year as well.
Let's find out what my mate Edith has got for us today. And yes, that is a movie reference. Let me know afterwards if you work out which movie I'm referring to.
Every week, 13 million items of clothing end up in landfill. Not only is buying secondhand a great way to save money, but you also help save the planet because it's not supporting fast fashion or increasing demand, as the item already exists. Oxfam are running a campaign called Secondhand September, encouraging people to only buy secondhand clothing for the 30 days throughout September. Nowadays, if a button is missing or a zip is broken, a lot of people think of throwing it out rather than mending it. We feel the need to buy a new outfit for almost every occasion, only intending to wear it once, and don't stop to think about the environmental impact. Buying just one white cotton shirt produces the same amount of emissions as driving 35 miles in a car. Although this campaign/challenge runs for 30 days, it might encourage you to buy more secondhand items in general past September. You can expand this idea and challenge yourself to buy nothing new at all that doesn't represent an investment to you. If you want to support Secondhand September on social media, use hashtag Secondhand September and also tag at OxfamGB in any post. Secondhand sellers have plenty of brand new items with the tag still, just because the original buyer no longer wanted them for whatever reason. The campaign is about not buying new from the store. Whether you buy a top for 50p in your local charity shop or purchase a designer item for half its original price on eBay, it counts. Good luck.
How hard would it be to shop secondhand all year round and to buy more than just clothes this way? So I already did an installment about how you can sell on eBay, Depop, Facebook Marketplace, but you could check those out and endless marketplaces as a buyer also, if your local charity shops don't have what you need. Now, the point of this isn't just to add many more avenues to shop if you already have a problem with shopping. Even Amazon devotees have endless options to shop secondhand on the marketplace, from Amazon Warehouse, which is a discount part of the website for goods that have been returned but might only have been used once or simply don't have the original packaging. So I think the real point of this is for it to fill a gap that saves you money rather than kind of shoehorning it into your life so that you can spend even more than you usually do. I did a video ages ago about what it would cost to try and replicate Harry Styles' love of vintage clothing, and one of my discoveries was that Oxfam sells secondhand designer clothing if you're looking for a better cut or a certain quality of fabric or simply a smart outfit for an event. I would love to do some sustainable fashion experiments in future because I had a clothing addiction once upon a time. I've got a large wardrobe at my disposal, but I'm not always that creative with what I've got. But I also live near a designer outlet, so I'd be interested to compare what it's like shopping there with trying to find designer bargains at a thrift or charity shop. Now, I personally spend very little month to month on acquiring new things, clothes or otherwise, so there's not much for me to replace with secondhand shopping, but I think the options to shop are definitely there. We've just trained ourselves to buy new all the time. So I think the biggest challenge with this would actually just be remembering to do it by default. Now, the flip side of this, if you love getting stuff for free, I think we sometimes forget that secondhand goods can nestle quite nicely price-wise between those two things. It doesn't have to be an all or nothing scenario where if you can't get something for free and you can't afford it new, you can't have it at all. I did include buying secondhand on my should I say no checklist on one of my blogs ages ago, my first blog. So here's the rest of the questions on that checklist for you if you want to refer to something that will stop you buying things you didn't plan for and that you don't need. And I'll also leave a link to this if you want to refer to that blog post in future. Do you already own something like it or something that could do the same job? How many hours would you have to work to pay for it? What time is it? So our willpower is lower late at night. Do you want this thing because someone else has got one? In which case you can change your name to Jones Kardashian because you're probably trying to keep up with the Joneses and the Kardashians. Do you have any credit card or loan debt that you could pay off instead? How are you going to pay for this thing? Could you pay for it with points or vouchers or with a cashback credit card? Or are you going to be paying for it with money that you don't even have yet? Do you have space for this item at home if it's a product? Are you planning to move soon and will you have to lug it with you therefore? And if you still haven't lost your urge to impulse buy, you can ask these questions. Could you borrow it or put it on a gift wish list? Will you use it daily or weekly? Or could you lend it to someone who will get a lot of use from it? If so, could you share the cost with them? Are you replacing something you already own? If no, are you sure you can't live without it? And if yes, does it really need replacing? Could you get a deeper discount in future or get it secondhand? Is this your first impulse to buy the thing or have you spent time thinking about it? Do you have an idea of how to earn the amount you want to spend? Would you rather have this thing today or achieve your saving goals sooner rather than later? Or will this thing help you achieve a savings goal even if there's an initial outlay? I need to stop thumping the table. Does this thing belong in your spending priorities? Will your future self thank you for buying it? If you've made it this far, then you can shop around and research whether another brand will give you the same quality cheaper. And when I say you can, I mean you can do absolutely anything you like. You don't have to answer any of those questions. You don't have to take on board any of the tips that I share. You can pick and choose what works for you. You do you, boo. If you found today useful, don't forget to test what the like and subscribe button do, and you'll want to catch the rest of the series next.
You're good? Good. How are you good? You turning me down?
The best way to get updates otherwise from Save Like a Bear is actually via my email newsletter, where I'll also send out a bonus guide on budgeting and mindset that you can use whether you've added a second income or not. Links to sign up to that are in the description.